Greetings, Keishlings. Keishan Prime here with my live reaction of The Promised Neverland, Chapter 137. I'm not sure what it's called. Let me double check that. Transformation. Okay. Let's see. Lost in a world of confusion. From the depths of their despair, he sees. Okay, what was Oh God, Ray is aging like freaking cheese after a millennia. Actually, no, cheese would age better than that. He's aging like milk, people. I can't do this anymore. What was Emma's theory then to like their solution? Emma, Norman, I'm sorry. There's those apparitions. That's what I was thinking of. Apparitions of previous people that came here. Huh? Who? Okay, he's just wasting away. And, oh, okay, now Emma jumps through. I don't remember him being that old last chapter. I'm just going to look at that real quick, because I don't remember that being a thing. Okay, he was aging. But he aged like super quick. And it was right at the same time when she was, you know, jumping out. So that I call a little bullshit on that, but whatever, it happens. Maybe he's just aging that fast. Ray! And she's jumping through the wardrobe. I think I get it. What's that? What'd you say? Who are you, young lady? Forgetful. Excuse me. Get a grip, Grandpa, and she just slaps poor old man Ray in the face. And he's back to normal. Hey, slap her in the face and maybe she'll become normal too. I don't advocate violence, but for this, it might actually work. Emma, are you really Emma? Of course I am. I understand it now. It's just like you said. It's still, this doesn't make any sense then. Because he wasn't really carrying Emma around. Well, I guess he was a little bit, but it looked nothing like that one moment. Unless, like, time travel is being involved now. I don't know. And it's like an alternate reality. I don't know. I'm overthinking it now. I understand now. It's just like you said. The seven walls are time and space. And they're unstable here. So the key is in our heads. Is she floating? I mean, I guess anything else is possible in this pocket world. What now? Even Ray's confused. Okay, let's tackle it one step at a time. First, space-time. It is all messed up here, right? It's unstable, right? And it's showing panels of them just going around and ending up in weird labyrinth maze. Both of those are exactly the same thing. Whatever. And what's more, the location we've seen, we're all connected to places we know. I guess so. You know so, Ray. This is what you have experienced this whole time. God knows how much time has passed. Which means this maze is linked to our minds. To both our conscious minds and our unconscious. Okay, well that's interesting. So you're making the labyrinth yourself. And it's probably more it's like conscious mind of like your memories, but then your unconscious memories is like what picks the randomness of it. So you got like your conscious mind is where the structure of things come from. So it's like, oh, well, okay, the bunker, the Gracefield house, blah, 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 like locations. But then your unconscious mind is like a randomizer. That is, it's reacting to our consciousness. Which means our thoughts are able to change this place. What? In short, it all comes from our minds. We didn't realize that here it's actually possible. In this maze, we can transcend space and time. Wait. That's a pretty far out theory. Got any proof? None. It's still worth a try, but I managed to do it in a little bit, I'm sure. What, by turning into a child? Oh, she aged herself up, though, because she was a baby. I wanted very much to revert time, and then I became a little kid again, or a little child again, only I couldn't make it stop. Oh. Okay, so she reverted down. Okay, that. But then she reverted back up to her current state. Think about it. How did you become an old man? How come you turned back? Well, you slapped him for one. And then maybe that rattled his brain and he wasn't thinking about it anymore. So then he went back to normal, is what I'm assuming. Because it's just like how when you over-focus on something and then you just keep messing up because you're like trying to do it so perfectly. But then when you just kind of calm down, don't think about it, you do it fine. I'm thinking it just kind of like sets you into normal kind of thing. So the trigger was my thoughts. But we've never seen any place like this desert. No chance of walking 10 miles here. What? Oh, they're talking about in the bunker. It's because I was searching for a wide open space. Because the riddle mentioned sand. Now that I think about it, when we got old and young and so on, didn't our bags get destroyed? Even our clothes? So it was all a projection of our unconsciousness. Okay, that's interesting. Which then would explain also the random things in the desert as well. It's things that, harken back to fragments of other memories. Okay, it's all starting to make sense now. I get what you're putting down there, Promised Neverland. The reason why we got lost so long was that we didn't understand what was happening. We got entangled in it without knowing how to look at it the right way. This place was a real form. Or has a real form. I'm sure that that's what will happen when you stop time and make it go back. I'm sure that's what they mean when they say, the seven walls shall appear. It's real, You can do it too. Use your imagination. I feel like Ray does not have as strong of imagination as you, Emma. Come, Ray. Make time stop a little bit. Make it go back. It all came from our minds. It depends on me. The world can change with a thought. Even a place looking like this. What? That's weird. Maybe that's a laugh. You really have the craziest ideas, Emma. But experimenting with things pays off later, doesn't it? When I was small, I didn't even think that things were too hard to do, that maybe I couldn't do it. I have to remember how it felt. I can do it. Believe it. Wait. She said, when I was small, I didn't even think. Okay, so that was the unconscious part. I have to remember how it felt. I can do it. Believe it. Without even a shadow of a doubt. Stop and go back. And, okay, they're both children. Ray's jacket and equipment is, like, just floating in the air now? Okay. Oh, okay, well, the whole place is starting to be reformed now. Oh, they're in a forest. They're forming a forest. Excuse me. Wait, what? Now they're in a void-looking warehouse kind of thing. It changed. Is this the real shape? Wait, could this be a cube with 10 miles on it? Oh. Its true form is the most basic thing it could be. 10 miles on each side? We're actually doing it. We're interfering with space-time with our thoughts. Oh, Lord, I don't want to read all of that. Come on, Ray, shorten that shit up. If so, then consciousness and energy. Wait, what about the door? It must have been the entrance to a higher dimension state. But other dimensions? No. It's not impossible. We already knew about that when Sunju spoke, and now that's covering up. I can't read that. Interesting. This way it... Okay, I can't read that. Seems very unlikely that... I'm not reading all of this. Screw it. Hey, Emma. Could it be that... Is... Hey, what? So... Okay. It's a cube inside of a cube. Give me the cube, boy. It's got a spear. All those squares make a circle. All those squares make a circle. What's this? It's pitch black. Pitch black. Oh, it's just like the mural. Which I actually totally forgot about that mural of several chapters ago, so my bad. But now, yeah. A spear? No, this. This is a black hole. What? I mean, gravity, and like it can bend space, and it can bend time. I guess that makes sense. And it's in this little container, maybe so it doesn't distort things too much. Okay, we are at the gun range now. Barbara and I forget his name. I swear I don't remember half their names. Sometimes we got Nigel. And I wish I remembered their names. Okay, so they all fired dead on. Or pretty dead on. Not bad. No wonder when you survived the hunting grounds. Or they survived the hunting grounds. But no, all of them are exceptionally well trained. Our forces will be stronger than I could imagine. Okay, and that's, I forget what his name is. He's the dark-skinned man that has the scar. One of the people under Norman. Alright, boss? Correct. But they are to be deployed in the furthest rear guard, always. That aside, what's the current state of Galan's group? Moving as foreseen, without any issues. What about the preparations for that? Is it unusable, or is it usable? I believe there should be enough time. What is that? Then it's our turn to move. Okay, they have horses, and they have large experimented on people. See. The ripples of a strong resolve grow into fearsome waves. Our target is the royal capital. We march. Okay, so they're just bringing all of the atom-like experiments. And you've got Zazie and Barbara with Norman, and he's riding on a white horse. And The Promised Neverland, chapter 137, end. Okay. That's interesting. Now we know what's causing all the time-space anomalies. It was a black hole. Of course it was a black hole. At least it wasn't a DeLorean. Yeah, that would have been too on the nose for the time travel portion. Which it wouldn't have been... Whatever, that was a stupid thing. But anyway, but yeah, so that's cool. Interesting that like, your mind had bearing on what was going on around you. That was a cool thing. Good on you, Emma. MVP for figuring it out. Ray is always the tactical, strategical one. So it's weird how, I guess, well, he's not as smart as Norman, but he was like second in line. So it's a little weird he didn't think about it, but I guess that he fell into the I'm so smart, thing. I know everything. I'll figure it out. And then they're usually the ones that, when it comes to these kinds of weird scenarios, they're always the ones to kind of go like, I don't know what to do. What's going on? It's like, I'm going crazy. All my knowledge is useless. That kind of a thing. So yeah, good on Emma. Things are looking up for them. They found the 7 walls, I guess, technically. Yeah. Norman's group is heading out. He wanted to keep some of them in the rear, so I assume it's so that they won't perish, hopefully. And Galan, his group is moving out, so that's interesting, but I don't know what that is, what he mentioned, so that'll be interesting to find out. I think that was the bulk of it. But yeah. Let me know your thoughts on anything. Anything I might have missed, misunderstood, let me know in the comments. By the way, my One Piece and My Hero reactions should already be up by this point, so give those a watch if you please. Both good chapters, much as The Promised Neverland was this week. So far, no bad chapters on this Friday. Then I stream on Twitch 3 days a week, Tuesdays, Thursdays, and Saturdays, and then upload them onto YouTube the next day in that cycle. And yeah. Like I said, let me know anything I might have missed, all that good stuff, and yeah. Thank you for watching. Like, comment, and subscribe. Here's where you can find me, links down below. And until next time, Keechlings, roll out!